So I'm in Fosterton Curry today at my girlfriend's house, and she's got these 3 pots in her garden. She's preparing the soil for a veggie garden bed because she's got really bad sandy soil here. And you'll notice that she hasn't got them covered at all, so I have suggested to her to put some straw or something on the top of them to keep all the bugs out and to keep the moisture inside the pot, and also to keep any odours away. And you'll notice that some of them aren't quite level in the ground, but really it doesn't matter in here. She's got no animals to worry about or anything. So I looked at these pots yesterday and they were absolutely chock-a-block with worms, and this is really bad sandy soil, and she had never ever added any worms to them. So I'm just going to dig in here and show you. And it just amazed me how many worms there were in here. Let's see if we can see today. It's really, oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, when I do my pots at home, my pots are full of soldier flies because I put everything in mine. She doesn't put everything in hers. Well, she doesn't put meat in hers. So you see, you can have 2 different results in different areas. And you can see all these little bugs now. These are little, just little bugs, but she's starting to get the soldier flies in here now. There's a few little cockies there, but you don't worry about them. But look at those worms. There's a soldier fly. So it's interesting that there are soldier flies in here and the worms, but the worms is amazing. And she's never added any worms to it, and they're just everywhere. So we'll just have a look at the other one and I'll show you, but they're pretty much all the same. Now I add, of course, as I said, everything. So there's a few little bugs there. Again, if you cover that, and if you put some grass clippings on the top of that, if you really want to, inside the pot, that'll stop all those other little bugs from becoming prevalent in your pot. But it's a personal choice. You just do what you want to do. Look at that. Look at that. How awesome is that? Look. It's just teeming with worms. It's amazing. You can see a whole bunch of little soldier flies coming up there. See that? And I've always said that the worms and the soldier flies don't like living in there together, but obviously they do in this situation. And you can see she's got pretty bad sandy soil. So because she's got the worms in the pot, she'll have to empty the pot more often, because they like to fill the pot up with soil. But that's alright, she can put that into a garden. It just means it's a little bit more work, because the soldier flies aren't doing all the hard work. The worms are doing a lot of it. Now you can see some little flies buzzing above this. You see, you don't want that, and that's why you're better off covering your pot. See those tiny little flies there? And so they're hanging around, so you don't want that. You don't want flies buzzing around above your pot. And you can see as they come out. Now that to me is not good, see? You don't want that. So again, cover your pot so you don't get that. But this goes quite a way down. And she puts everything in here too, all the onions and everything. Oh, now I can't show you quite in there, it's a bit tricky. Hang on, maybe I'll just get that out. Oh, look at that. Look at the worms there, just hundreds of them. Amazing. And you can see she doesn't add the water as well. See, I like to add water in with your wastewater and with your scraps, because I think it makes it decompose quicker. To me, this is a tiny little bit slower than if you soak your scraps in some water overnight or for a day or two. But it doesn't matter, you just do what you do. And I've made a bit of a mess there, so I'll add a bit of grass on it. Oh, I haven't got that on there. So that, I think, is a pretty beautiful result, but again, not what I do. My pots are full of soldier flies. So that's Jodie's little garden for you. And once she improves that soil, you can see how terrible and sandy that soil is. But that's producing beautiful soil in the bottom of that pot that she can spread around the garden. But again, if you had the soldier flies in there and the worms were on the outside, they would be doing a better job at improving the soil on the outside, and they'd be moving around the garden a bit more from pot to pot. But it doesn't matter. Just do whatever you think works for you. And that's it. Thanks for watching.